through another module. This is Algebra 2 video 24.1 review. Alright, so a lot of it was quadratics. We're going to solve this quadratic by factoring, okay, because you know factoring is your favorite. And you might have forgot that step one of solving quadratic is you got to set it equal to 0. So you're going to go ahead and add 2 to both sides. Have to set it equal to 0, because remember, when you go to graph this parabola, those solutions is where it hits the x-axis, and so the y value is 0. Well, anyway, after you set it equal to 0, you're going to factor no GCF, okay? So because it's a trinomial, you're going to try this. A lot of times they do work, not always. M times m, then factors of 10, 1 times 10, 2 times 5. You're looking for the magic pair that multiplies to be 10, adds up to 7. And once you've factored it, then you set each factor equal to 0. So m plus 2 equals 0, m plus 5 equals 0. And you solve and you get -2, -5. What's interesting is if the question had been just factor, you'd stop here. If it's solved, you got to go all the way and you got to set those equal to 0. If you were to graph this parabola, it would hit the x-axis at -2 and -5 because it's the solutions of the quadratic. All right, don't forget to solve a quadratic, you got to set it equal to 0. All right, let's try another one. Not a trinomial, I see. It's already set equal to 0 though. Cool, I like that. Oh, we haven't had a GCF in a while. This one's got a GCF. 5 can go into 5, 5 can go into 30. X squared is x times x. This is x. What's the most that both of them have? They both have at least 1. Okay, you're going to then divide by 5x. You got 5x out here. 5's cancel. You're left with an x plus 6. All right, let me pause here. Okay. Where are the factors at? So technically, this is so bizarre. Technically, there's a factor there too. So you could say 5 equals 0, which doesn't make sense. X equals 0. There's one answer, and then x plus 6 equals 0. So your answer is 0. Subtract 6 from both sides, and you get -6. Yeah, the whole coefficient here, 5. When you set equal to 0, you can't change 5's value. Either way, the answer is 0 or -6 for the quadratic. Oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned, if the highest power is 2, see how the highest power is 2? You'd expect 2 answers. Okay, so with quadratics, not always, but in most cases, there'll be 2 answers. There could be 2 answers that are the same. All right, what was the next thing that we partied on with? I do believe it was graphing. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. Oh yeah, we haven't done this in a while. So in order to graph this quadratic, okay, it's not in vertex form. It's in standard form. You got to find the a value, which is -2, b value, which is -8, c is -5, but you don't need it. Okay. You're going to plug it in the formula x equals -b over 2a. Alright, so -8 over 2 times -2. You're going to get 8 over -4. You're going to get -2. Alright, that's the x value. To find the y value, I got to get this whole equation, and everywhere I see x, I'm going to replace it with -2. Boy, this is a sign nightmare. Alright, you square that, and that's 4. And 4 times that'll be -8. -8 plus 16 minus 5. Alright, that'll be what? -8 plus 16 is 8, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Alright, so your vertex is -2, comma 3. Alright, we're good. -2, comma 3. Alright, let me bring your graph paper for that one. It's here somewhere, I swear. I found it. So -2, 3. All right, here comes your graph paper. I will zoom in for you. Okay, so -2, all right, and then 1, 2, 3. And remember, your A value here was -2, so your parabola is going to open down. Okay, and for Mr. Mac, that is pretty dang good. All right, I got one more quadratic I want to graph. This one you'll like better if it's in vertex form, like number 4 here, our last example. All right, and you remember what vertex form is, right? It's going to have that parentheses to the second power. Okay, remember, if this was a parent function, if this baby was just y equals x squared, it would hit right at 0, 0, and you just draw the parabola going up. Okay, but from 0, 0, if you have a -2 in the operation, look, you're going to go 2 to the right for a second, and then see the -2 on the outside, you're going to go 2 down, and then here's your parabola. Why is it opening up? Oh, okay, because look, your coefficient here is a +2. So here, remember, here, I'll draw the parent function. I think it'd be better if I draw the parent function. So the parent function is y equals x squared. That's the one right here at 0, 0. And then because the -2 is in the operation, you click on that and go 2 to the right, and the -2 on the outside, you follow down 2, and then there's your. All right, so I hope this helps, and we'll talk to you guys soon.